はい、皆さんおはようございます。はい、今日は何人か新しい人が来ているので、自己紹介をしています。They're introducing each other because we have and I'm gonna move on to the Bible verse in a moment. Have we done this before? No? Because I thought we have. No? Yeah, we did, but okay, because I didn't remember. Okay, let's do this. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next part.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Okay.
Bluetooth connected.
Okay, thank you. Okay. 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 Oh, it's working. Awesome. This way? Okay. So the next part is this is church and this is Bible study group that we have right after. So it incorporates some of the things that we do in a Bible study here, but we focus on learning the language here. So I have a song that is in Japanese. And I want this to help us read Ohayo gozaimasu. And then we can sing afterwards.
Bluetooth disconnected.
So this is kind of how it's Japanese written combination of hiragana and kanji. Hiragana is this like round thing. Easy ones, okay. And then kanji, Chinese characters. And then this is called katakana. So you can see that it's more like, I don't know, it's not round. Things that are coming from outside of Japan is usually katakana. Because, like, your names will be in katakana except Marco. Yeah, not for example. So, はい、じゃあ読んでみましょう。So even though you may recognize or may not recognize, I think it's good to like keep seeing the letters, and maybe if anything, we might know this.
Yep.
Yep. That's right. 1はい。じゃあはい読んでください。The first line.
神の国としのぎを。
はい。これですね。次のデイビッドさん。
松が一とするとき。
はい、松が一とするとき。はい。デイビッドさん。
そうすればみんな与えられる。
はい。クラウディオ。This one. Oh.
So I saw it on the.
Yes. ハレルヤですね。Okay, so these are the keywords, so you probably get the idea.
Oh yeah, the spirit.
Spirit. Which one's spirit?
Spirit is not the kami.
To get the spirit of something means that you sort of get the general idea.
Okay.
So for us, that one is, well, for us, for Japanese, the first one is God. Kami. Yeah.
Kami. Yeah, that's right. Kami. God. And kuni.
Different ways.
It's country or kingdom or land, but in this case, it's like kingdom.
Yes. Country. Yeah, like, for example, America, United States of America, America 合衆国. So the kanji, this kanji goes at the end. 神の国とそのって何ですか? That. So, kingdom of God, the no is possession. God and その that
Righteousness.
righteousness.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar? Yeah. その義をそうですね。Yeah, 英語もそうだよね。So, yeah, exactly righteousness. まず、まず、これは何だった
First of all, the first.
まず、
person first.
yeah, firstly first. 第一、because this is one. No? One. 第一 is like number one. と、するとき。する、
What are you doing?
する is like
Do.
do.
To do.
とき
That time. All the time. The time.
or when you do this. Yeah, that's right. It's about time. Right. So, a whole thing. It's a song, so you know, some things you kind of have to fill in the lines. But if you put God's kingdom of God and its righteousness as number one, first of first, so これはhow fresh is your okay, I will put it all place. クラウディオはこれはそう。そうすれば、そうですね。そうすればみんな与えられる。Okay, so is like, so, similar to English, そうすれば、conditional, そうすれば、みんなは何ですか Everybody?
Or everything.
Everything.
This context is everything.
Yes, that's right. Context is everything. But depending on, for example, I say, 皆さん、おはようございます。That means good morning, everyone. So, みな could be everyone, but means like all. No? 与えられる。receive. 与えられる。given. でこれは、入れる。Yeah.
So after reading consciously, I think we might have to learn this one simply because of how I read it.
Oh, you do?
That's
Okay.
what I read it for, yes.
Okay, so because I think we sang before, so
Yes.
okay. Well, that makes good to review.
It's good. It's good now.
Yeah. You do? Okay. Well, you should have told.
I can get mine.
So this is like that. So you can see this is English translation of the psalm. Same, exactly, right? Here's righteousness. Everything shall be added unto you. Okay, so this is the English. We have Spanish here. If that's easier for you. And this comes directly from the Bible. We may not hear some of these words like righteousness, but this is what it is. So, message is to make God's kingdom and its righteousness first, and everything you need will be given to you. So, hi. So, can we sing the song since we are familiar with it?
Don't know that one.
Oh, overview. Okay, let's sing together and try to hear the sound. はい、いきます。私なんかすごい大きいね。はい、いきます。神の国とその義をまず第一とするとき、そうすれば皆与えられる。ハレルハレルヤ。はい、こんな感じです。Were you able to hear the words of the song in Japanese? That's okay. So I really like this, like, slow but very direct message. So it's from Matthew 6:11, I believe. So you can look at the Bible as well. So that's that. Marugoto lesson. It's a Japanese book that we've been studying. So I'll do it until Sun comes, I guess. Or you want to take over? I don't know, because I mean, how you? I know I saw that you did this last week.
We already went over this.
We went through this.
Okay, so yeah, and then I'll maybe ask you to help. I don't know where Saul went. So we're good. Okay, so this is lesson 16. これください。これは何ですか？です。ください。Please. Please give it to me. And this, almost all of this is これ 1 through 8. あ、そうだけど、カタカナって言いた欲しかった。Mm-hmm. But, yeah, so many things you might just kind of smash it down to make it sound Japanese. Like, right? Number 7 is jacket. I don't know where it is. Coat. Jeans. Pants. ちょっと you wanna be careful. Yeah, なんでですか Why? Underwear かもしれない。パンツっていう。The intonation. パンツ。ちょっと違う。パンツ is this. Pants is underwear. If you're not sure, I would go with zubon. Zubon. Yeah. Zubon.
Where did that one come from? Is that,
I don't know. What it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of things come from Portugal.
Yep.
So that maybe Portuguese also have similar words. So zubon is a safe word for this if it's no jeans. If you have jeans, that's good. スカート。ロレットさん、はい、スカート履いてますかI was talking about number 4. I look, yeah, because 今日ロレッタさんとミキさんはスカートを履いています、right? They have skirts. ミキさん、right behind Loretta san, they were both wearing skirts, so I just thought, well, actually, you have one piece on it.
No, it's
No?
not a, it's not the one piece dress, it's a skirt and top.
So technically skirt?
Yeah, skirt.
Okay. じゃあ、ミキさんがワンピース着てるんですね。はい。ワンピース is like the way she has dress. One piece. One piece でも ever think about manga, right?
Yeah.
Anime, I don't know. Whatever is that. So, but that シャツ, shirt, jacket, back. Number 9 and number 10. 靴。これですね。靴下。ビクトルさん、靴下履いてますか Socks? Socks? Do you wear socks today?
Yeah.
Okay. 靴下。靴。
So like inner or lower, so it's inner.
Yeah, so 靴下。靴下。 I can't remember the. What's that? Socks. You wanna write? You're bouncing.
Watch me somehow mangle this too. You're laughing. I can tell.
No, I'm laughing at myself. That's good. Good. Hi. So you don't have to know all the countries to live.
5 years well
That's
spent.
good. That's good. Good. This is the country for the shoes. This that is socks. So, and これは number 2はありがとう。number 2. Did you do number 2?
No. Well, we did just work on the adding kono to the kono to ikura desu ka. So like using the grammar for it. It's not there. But we
Oh, it's not there.
I was just explaining it to some of the other
Oh,
people
okay.
last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. どうしようかな。Sure.
Before I used to be able to go to the country where you would see the little video and hear them, but now last night I think figuring out how to do that.
Last night? So I haven't been to the site recently to know. So because Marigoto has a website,
Yeah.
You can also purchase the book. It's almost the end, so but I don't know what changed to put now here now because I was able to enter as usual.
Where it shows the little video. Is that country or something else?
It could be any audio. Hey, good morning. So it's I don't know why we wouldn't work.
I could hear like the things you download that's just the audio, but
Yeah.
not see the picture.
I don't know. Because I only use audio. So this one is audio, but if I'm, we're here, we can use it. So, any expression that you want to point out? Anyone? Kawaii.
It's not very common.
えかわいい。そうなの
You have to send by WhatsApp.
例えば、
Please, please, please.
かわいい。
For
かわいい。これかわいい。かわいい。
Hora.
怖い。
Kawaii.
怖いは、you don't want to make that mistake.
No.
kawaii.
Kawaii, so yeah, kawaii, so you can get it.
When you guys say kawaii, it's kawaii.
かわいい。
Little.
This is the one that we're talking about, cute.
Mhm.
怖い。What?
Very
Scary.
And then,
kawaii.
kawaii, so
かわいそう。かわいそうは何 Okay.
poor thing.
Poor thing. Like, sympathy?
Yeah.
Poor sympathy.
Poor.
何
The Disney song.
Oh, okay. 怖いそう。You don't want to mix this up. If you think it's cute, it's cute. かわいい。they might, if you're pointing the person, oh, かわいい。 怖いって言う。If you say that, they're gonna be like, or, I mean, the tone of your voice should tell. But,
Yeah, it's even worse. Then you become kawaii. You say kawaii. Now smile, but just say.
or maybe they can understand, but
It's almost as though people don't walk up to each other in English and say, oh, cute.
yeah, you might not want to do that anyway. かわいそう。So, read a, I don't know, movie, watch a movie and this person gets all kinds of bad stuff and かわいそう. You feel like, wow, poor thing or something like that. Yeah. So these are something similar. But because we're talking about what does this look, when you go to shopping, what do you, like you window shopping and pointing out, oh, it's cute or not. Oh. So, かわいい。安い。This one. Cheap. 安い。
Cheapest in price. What is it called?
何
So cheap in English can mean bad quality or low price. But this one refers to price.
Well, cheap in English meaning of low quality, sort of, it has like a second meaning to it. Because it's inexpensive, it's probably not very good. But as an absolute, it means that it does not cost much in money.
But in this case, it's low price.
Okay. So, 安い yes, low price. What is expensive? はい。So, 安い。This is cheap. This is expensive. This could be anything, other things, but price-wise, 安い versus 高い。はい、そうですね。That could be high, but my retail noticing. 高い here. Okay. いいですか？なんか I'm getting like phone calls. They probably want to find out something about the cost. Okay. 次、はい、お願いします。はい。If you want to play audio, we have that too.
Now batting for the Yankees.
はい。どうぞ。
So, since we have the pictures here, how about we try and take this for a spin ourselves? Right. Would that be under Chrome?
I have to let you in. This one.
Yeah, there we go.
I might have to relog in.
Oh yeah, that's why we didn't do the audio last time, because we couldn't log in, so I just had to improvise.
Okay, this should go.
I think this is probably from...
Oh,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
gonna be-
going. なんだっけ、ここ？ちょっと待って。Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now you can find the
Right, we just need to find exactly where this would be. Bless you. It's 3, 2, okay. So,
2-1、引きましょう。
hold on one second. That's odd.
2-1、引きましょう。
You can tell I'm an expert at this.
No, you have to click the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to.
1、すみません。これはいくらですか？
I think this might be the earlier page, right?
これです。
It's
こ
not
の
very...
ジャケットです。
It's not...
8000円。
Let me see, how... Oh, Kimu-san. Hi. I'm currently in your spot. Did you want... okay. Okay. 631. This one? Okay.
3、会話と文法。1、聞きましょう。
Right. But wouldn't that be 3 here, down here? Okay, so we are going off script then.
すみません。この T シャツ、他の色はありますか？
はい、青と黒があります。
じゃあ、青をください。
Shall we improvise again? Okay. No, because 2 would just be these expressions plus using those expressions for these items, I think, right? Whereas the ikura desu ka would either be for down here, this one, or for
Scroll one more page. Is it, the lady's asking, oh, this chair. Oh, there you go. That's it.
There you go.
That's
That's
it.
the one.
That's it.
okay.
That's it.
So we are once again improvising.
Yeah.
So, 他の Okay. So shall we go up one in that case, since he didn't get to this one yet?
I think,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
"どれですか?
これです。このスカーフです。
3000円です。
I'm not seeing a skirt for 3,000 yen. So just to explain what's going on for the uninitiates. Ikura desu ka is, so the des from before is M or R. Ka in this case is one of the syllables that we have in this syllabic alphabet. But in this case functions as a particle, like a question, indicating sort of like a question mark. Ikura or ikutsu could be how much is something or how much does something cost. So if I, absent everything else, say ikura desu ka, I'm asking how much is blank. I may say that just by itself in a sentence because if I've already established with the person selling the item in the store, they probably already know what I'm talking about. So I wouldn't necessarily have to say what the item is. Similar to how in English, if I was in a store, if it's already clear that I'm talking about this shirt, I might not say to the store clerk, how much is this shirt? I might just say, how much is it? So for what was just being said, I'm not sure how this translates to here because there is no skirt here that is 3,000 yen.
They're rounding up.
Hmm?
They're rounding up.
Exactly. Yeah, they're always trying to make more money. If I say kono skato, it's this skirt, because sono from before is that, something that is some distance away. Kono, what is marker? Is it this? Exactly. So kono or kore would be the word for this. Kore would stand by itself. Kono would have to go with something else. So kono keitai is cell phone. Kono keitai. Kono teburu is this table. If I would say that chair, or that would be sono, so on and so forth. So if I say kono skato, I'm holding the skirt in my hand. Wa ikura desu ka, I'm saying how much is this skirt. Now, how that gets to 3,000 yen, they must be rounding up. Either that or, in all much more likelihood, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Let's see if we go on.
円です。1、すみません。これはいくらですか？どれですか？これです。このジャケットです。8000円です。
So, I think we're looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Jaquetto, like we talked about before, is jacket. Hasen would be 8,000 because hachi is 8, sen is 1,000. However, when you combine the two together, hachi and sen will become hasen for specifically 8,000. There's a few of those where if you combine it with the 100 or 1,000 number, thank you, then the pronunciation will somewhat change. Okay? So if I say, kono jaquetto wa ikura desu ka? 8,000 yen desu. It's 8,000 yen. You'll not hear the Y in the yen when the people say it is blank number of yen. It'll be N instead.
Wait, they don't say them?
They'll say N, and I'm guessing that Kimu-san has an idea of what I should do right now.
Then you want to do writing on the board.
Sure. Yeah. But the thing is that it doesn't match what we're looking at.
I think last year I tried and
16.2, 16.11, 2, 16.1, So, soon, 3. so, for those of you who weren't here for the earlier one, this is Su. Then we already talked about the meaning before. Sunima, ma right here, and this is set. And then this is the only one of the syllabic alphabet that doesn't have a vowel in it. It says like a sound, like if I in the word it's like the word sun in English, the at the end of sun. Sumimasen would be something akin to excuse me or my apologies in the sense of excuse me, like oh I'm sorry to interrupt kind of thing. You may be saying this to the store clerk. Kore, meaning this, as opposed to kono, like attached to a noun. There's kore, meaning the generic this. Ikura, how much, blank, desu ka. So if I say, sumimasen, kore, ikura desu ka?
これ4万円。
Takai would be expensive. Des, once again, the is, M, or R, and ne kind of serves as one of those add-ons that sort of indicate, like, isn't it, or is that not so? Anything you want to add to that, or? Okay. How are our various tech issues?
Same face.
Okay,
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so すみません、これいくらですか？
This is the character that is used for Ed.
2の1
Come on,
聞
keep
き
going.
ましょう。
So, すみません。これはいくらですか？
すみません。これはいくらですか？
So the person may respond, 安いですね。Oh, that's not so expensive. Or 高いですね。
すみません。
That is very expensive.
これいくらですか？
どれですか？
Normally people don't say out loud, wow, it's so cheap.
このコートです。
12,500円です。2の2聞きましょう。1すみませ
Any
ん。
questions so far from
こ
anybody?
の T シャ
I
ツ
know for some of you
他
guys
の
this is
色はありますか？
yeah.
はい。青と緑があります。
じゃあ青をください。
Is there any Wanda add that you can say? Mom.
このネクタイ他の色はありますか？赤と黄色があります。じゃあ黄色をください。
It's like it's a good deal. If you go shopping, if you see onemchi, it's a good deal item.
We're all learners here. Any other questions?
Yeah, you can ask that one.
This one down here? O,
2の2
ne.
聞いてチェックしましょう。
So, good question. So, either you can just say takai des. You can just be it's expensive. Because des covers the it's part of it. If you were referring to a particular item, such as keikai for cell phone, it would be keikai wa
そのジ
takai
ーン
des.
ズ
The
い
wa
くらで
serves,
すか？
like we talked about the ka earlier, potentially serving as a particle in the negative question. The wa, in this case, also serves as a particle. Confusingly, using the ha
あの
hiragana
ワンピー
character.
スはいくらですか？
Particle as
こ
like
れ
a
は3万円
piece
で
of a
す。
sentence to indicate what some sort of grammatical structure.
す
So
みません。
wa in this case indicates what the subject or main topic of the sentence.
あ、
So
ト
if I
イレ
say
ですか？
keikai wa,
あそこです。
that's indicating that the cell phone is the main topic of the sentence. Does that make sense? Yes.
If you want to say like, if it's super expensive, would you say that I was stopped? Or is that-
Possibly. You could also use ne, I think. Yeah, you could
You can
use
say
ka or
takakune?
takai ne, because in that case, if you're saying like isn't it, yeah, or takai desu ka, it could
Or
be.
that's like an agreement with the
It doesn't imply agreement necessarily. It almost implies that you're. Think about how if you said to somebody,
すみません。
"Isn't that a little expensive?"
この T シャツ
You're almost looking for
他
their
の色はあり
validation.
ます
It's
か？
almost implying within the sentence you're saying that in English. Whereas if you just say, "Is that expensive?" That would be a literal takai desu ka. So if I were to ask my friend, is this expensive? That would be a takai desu ka.
2の2
A fairly literal translation, you could say, right?
Well, I think what's in like is agreement. When
Right.
you say ne, it's sometimes it's true.
この T シャツ他の色はありますか？
はい青と緑があります
じゃあ青をください。
Right. In this case, ka would probably be preferable,
あ
right?
の
For example, if you
このネ
want
ク
to
タ
buy
イ
this
他の色はあり
of
ますか？
course,
赤と黄色がありますじゃあ
あ
黄色を
の
ください
usually これいくらですか？
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we were skipping ahead. これはいくらですか？
これ、2000円です。
3
高いですね。
すみません
So,
この
when
靴
I'm
下
saying
他の色はあります
these
か？
are green, that's what
オレンジ
by saying, ne.
Whereas if I perhaps had no concept of whether that was expensive or not, I might say ka because I'm approaching it from a place of I don't have a previous idea of how expensive this might be. As opposed to if I have some sort of prior idea in my mind of how something like this normally should be priced, I might think, oh, what you just said doesn't sound like a normal price for that. Isn't that a little expensive? Does that make sense?
This one
All right.
is when you're
Now you're talking
for
about.
asking for
Brother, thank
right
you
now.
for all this.
Yeah.
But
Something
when you go home or when you meet friends, いくらだったんですか？これいくらだったんですか？ You make a conversation with
So you send
高いですね。This is いくらだったんですか？ It's a past tense. So it's a good way to start conversation with the friend. これいくらだったんですか？
yeah. Ikura would mean how much is blank. Without the is, because the is covered by the does. Yeah, yeah.
Almost same pronunciation is
Very good. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
This one, sushi いくら。これはいくら。
So why don't we try and
Am I correct, Mix-san? 大丈夫。
so we actually have a sample. Shall we move on? Or-
はい、はい、
Yeah.
どうぞ。
So we have a sample here. If we look on the screen, here is the sumimasen from earlier, which once again means a version of sorry in the vein of excuse me. Like if I may borrow you for a second. Hoka no iro arimasu ka?
No,
Hoka no would mean like other, right? Another, yeah. Another color, yeah. Right. Another color of this item. So,
So unfortunately, so what I found out was it seems that the version that we could have is not the version that I will use.
lovely.
If you click number 1631 of the conversation there.
1631.
So 1631.
Up here?
Yeah,
Kaiwa?
That one. That will match, but everything else no.
すみません。この T シャツ他の色はありますか？
はい。青と黒があります。
じゃあ青をください。
It's okay, it's okay.
So you see, the response
So-
is not even a lady, it's a guy talking, right?
Right. So in this particular case, it's a similar conversation. The guest in the store, I work for Disney, so I'm brainwashed to thinking guest. So the guest is asking, do you have another color in this item? I think he said this one was a black color, right?
It's like, okay, no, you
Kuro?
I said, oh,
She wants blue, but I think the only version they have is in black, right?
no, she said, we have blue. She said, oh, okay, so we get blue.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
And arimas, or the dictionary version, aru, would mean the version to be, as in to exist. If I say, what would be,
他
は別の色、他の色。
Oh,
Same.
so once again, since this is in front of me, keitai ga, important difference there, arimasu. So the phone is here, it exists, it takes up this space. Now arimasu, crucially, in this case, exists for inanimate objects. So this chair, this table. If you refer to a person arimasu, they might get a little offended. In that case, it would be iru or imasu. Now that would be imasu as well. Anything that's like that moves around and yes.
Except plants. Plants, which we consider
Right.
living things in Japanese, is
Right. So things that are animate in the sense that they move and do things and so on, opposed to just being a tree.
What about singing?
Hmm?
Singing. No? Yes, we do.
That's a good question. He lives in you.
No, actually, yeah, that's a good question.
Well, that brings up a philosophical question along with everything else.
Dead body. So we don't use the word dead person. We use dead body. 死体。
Because it's
死体がここにあります。
because it's not living as opposed to it's somebody's spirit that
Police coroner's office. Body is inside the room.
yeah. So why don't since the audio is a bit off, we'll just go with what yes. Oh, sorry. Emas is for animate things like animals or humans. What? Emas? Right here. It means to exist or to be, or it could also possibly mean to have something. So if I have this cell phone, it exists in my possession, and that would be an arimas. Right. Or keitai, if it's mine, keitai ga arimas. Everything I'm saying so far is correct, right? Just want to double check I'm not giving them wrong information.
If you want to say it's not there, or use your way to say you must think.
Or arimasen.
You must think. People.
In the conversation, the very first thing
Mhm.
that I guess the saleswoman is saying.
Right here?
Exactly is that?
Irashaimase is welcome. It's a store or restaurant way of saying welcome from the point of view of the host. Now, not for a home. If somebody said irashaimase when you enter their home, you probably think they're trying to sell you something. That would be more so yokoso. No.
If you go home,
If you go home.
usually your family will say okaeri.
Okaeri nasai.
Oh no, I think it's a very somebody's visiting.
I guess. Oh, visiting.
Yeah, like a guest. Yeah. Yokoso would be welcome in the sense of welcome to my house. Yeah. As opposed to irashaimase is in a restaurant or a store. If you go into a ramen shop, they will almost ubiquitously say that to any guest who walks in. Irashaimase.
There's no response.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Use your guest rights, and now you're the master now. Yeah.
Yeah, but for example, if you frequent a place a lot and they know you, they don't say irashaimase, they just say irashaimase. Like, because it's a little more informal.
So it'd be irashaimase would be first in this case because it's the store clerk talking to the guest. Sumimasen. Once again, excuse me, so on. Hoka no, another iro, color. Iro would be color. Right, yeah, just that's how when we look at it too. Arimasu ka? Do you have another color of this item? Hai, a more formal way of saying yes. Arimasu. We do have it. Now, just a crucial point, by the way. there's no singular versus plural differentiation for how to conjugate verbs in this case. Arimas could be either I have it or we have it. Does that make sense? Yes, Victor?
So in case that no one knows how to say it here, I would send.
If we do not have it, ie arimasen.
Like,
Arimasen, or usually at the store,
It'd be more formal.
It gets more formal way.
Exactly, yeah.
Arimasen.
Yeah. This is part of what's called keigo, more formal,
way.
polite
Now
Japanese.
that Japanese gets more complicated. Start learning this.
Yeah, formal with keigo.
How about outside? We have an experience.
Yes.
We went to Japan. They didn't say that. They said oikinai.
Okay, nice. That's very casual. Clark, or maybe young guy.
What does that mean?
Oitenai is we don't have.
Yeah.
But gozaimasen. I'm sorry, we are out of this.
So what was that?
Wait, Iro, is that blue or?
Iro is color.
Iro, Iro is color.
You have many colors like iro.
Oh,
Yes, that's a good part. Iro is color, but when you say iro, it's various, is iro. But if you say just iro, iro. Various colors, that gets a good part. If they go, it gets complicated. Nonna iro. Various colors.
Well, Polka another. So in this case, the no is is working in tandem with the iro as well because it's another color. Polka could be a word by itself, meaning like other, but since it's polka no iro, another color. So they're working together to form an idea together. And I think based on, I guess not. I wasn't sure if it was my time to be yanked off stage. Kite mite mo ii desu ka? So, that would be, may I try this on? Kite would be to come, right? Oh, that kite. I thought we were talking about like kuru. So,
Same thing.
exactly, yeah. Where are the kanji when I need them? Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Okay. So this is asking in the kind of, may I try this one on as well? The E could be like good or fine. In this case, is it okay for me to try this on? The kite, yes? Is it time?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you want to take that one? The mite part. The mite part of kite mite mo ii desu ka? Wait, what's the mite part she's asking? She's asking what the mite part means.
Try. してみる. Try on してみる.
And then,
But that's a you can use in many different ways. Like mitemo, meaning can I see? Can I
right.
look? Is mitemo also. So
I see how it looks on. This is that translation. I see how it looks on.
してみる. Try on.
You'll see with a number of these things that you may have the same hiragana or katakana, well, not in this case katakana for kanji, but for the hiragana version, the older Japanese script, you'll find that sometimes they can become a different kanji depending on what the context is. So miru, for example, could be the verb to see. It could also be a number of other things, as we saw earlier.
Oh, it's very, very, yeah, we had this.
Kiru also meaning cut. Also
Yeah,
is
Yeah,
kiru.
kiru can be
and
cut
wear.
or wear. In fact, the kanji that you get from kiru for to wear is also where you get the ki in kimono, because it's referring to clothing. Any other questions before we break?
Quickly, if you go to shopping, probably you want to ask for the car or the size. And that's the size in Japanese. Size. It's size.
I was looking. This is for Arai. Where in Arai you get that. But of course, the conjugation is written.
Was it better to write down on the board? It's easier to.
Yeah.
Well.
It's my first time being exposed to the
Oh. Oh. Cantonese. That's more complicated.
So I have another question. The people who are not native speakers here, where did they learn Japanese in school?
I am a native speaker. No. I purchased a textbook a few years back. Which,
Self-study.
correct. Which, admittedly, as anybody who's studied it for long enough will tell you, what you learn in a textbook is not what you'll find on a day-to-day basis. In the same way that like for people who learn English as a second language, what they learn in the textbook will not be what they hear on the ground level. But it is a good way of learning grammar and the basics to get to that level.
Okay, so I'm gonna end the live. Thank you for joining. See you next time. Bye bye.
And now that we're studying about
はい。